Okay, in this one, I want to talk about what would I do differently if I had to do it all over again. Would I do this all over again if I had to do it all over again? Okay, I have said this several times. What I would do differently is I would have my child involved in an accredited program. Accredited in the state. For middle school, she was in an accredited program. It was a private school program that was accredited through the state. That was for middle school. I didn't really like the program. And it wasn't the program. I didn't really like the way it was run. Some of the teachers, it was kind of like a family environment. Everybody was family. And it just, I don't know. Other than that, the program was okay. Yeah. But if you could find a program that is accredited, that's live, because that was a live accredited program. I just didn't want that for her for high school. I really wanted my child to go to a regular high school, but then the cucarachis came and I really didn't feel comfortable trusting the government with my child during cucarachi time. I just didn't, and so we continued with the homeschooling, and that was not what I wanted, but whatever. Now that the cucarachis have subsided some, she's back in public school. But okay, so I would definitely have kept her in an accredited program, live or online, accredited in the state. That is something I would have done differently. What else would I have done differently? I would have allowed her to go to a public high school or a private high school, not homeschooling for high school. I would have done that differently. Because I feel like the high school experience helps you to develop into a very productive being. Now, although I kept her engaged with friends, she went to high school activities, she went to the games and all of that, but she wasn't at that school. Even though she was socializing with the people from the school, it would have been a different experience if she was attending the school. So if I had to do it all over again, I would have placed her in the high school, because she's not an introvert, and the only reason was because of the cucarachis, really. and I don't trust the government. I'm just being honest, not with my child. All right, so that's what I would do differently. I would live in a place that had a better educational system. Unfortunately, the county that I live in, out of like 25 counties, and don't quote me on a number, but I think we're like number 23 at the bottom. Or if it's 23, maybe we're at the bottom. I don't know. But we're like one of the worst counties in this state. And if I had to do it all over again, I would reside in an area with a good school district. I would not reside in an area with a poor educational system. I wouldn't do that again. Homeschool or not. Okay? I would not do that again. After transitioning back to public school, I would, if it wasn't for socialization and receiving that part from high school, I would put her back in homeschool. I prefer homeschool better. And like, they're doing everything online anyway. Like, I don't even understand. Like, sometimes she says she don't even know what the teachers are talking about. They're not even talking about what's online. Then they just have them do stuff online. They don't have books. They have a Chromebook, and like the book, the passages, they give them passages. Like I was like, oh, you're reading the Crucible, and she's like, not really. They just give us passages. Well, do we need to go get the book? Well, they put the passages there, and and she said she asked the teacher, and I'm like, what? I don't even understand, man. What the hell has happened in this world? What? Okay, so if I had to do it all over again, I'd rather homeschool than a public school. I wish that we could have like a huge homeschool, or I could create my own school program, okay? And forget public school, But we have tried private schools as well. But all of her private schools have been Christian-based private schools. I didn't try any of the other kind. What are the other kind called? Parochial or something? I forget what the other kind are called. If I had to do that again, I would probably try the other type of private schools versus Christian-based private schools. No shade to Christians or Christian-based private school. That's how I was raised anyway. But I think I would try the other kind of private schools. And for the name is escaping me. Parochial is coming to my head. I don't know. I think that's what they're called. But anyway, those are the things I would do differently. But let me know if you're having an experience. Hopefully I can help you. I really, this experience wasn't always the greatest, but it was better than the public school setting. It was better than some of my private school experiences. And I'll get into that in the next one.